We are going to be working on table. We'll be working on table. So to create a table, all you need to do is create a table tag. Then I said the table tag has a sub tag, which is the TR. Now the TR is an abbreviation for table row, which is TR. Then inside the TR tag, there's another tag again, which is called the TD. The TD is an abbreviation for table data. The TD is an abbreviation for table data. And I actually put something here. I said this serves as this is our table row. Why this is called the table data? Table data. So the TR is table row, the TD is called the table data. Now the TD, which is the table data, is also known as the table column. I said every table consists of rows and column. Every table consists of rows and column. So the TR is for the row, while the TD is for the column. Let's launch this and see. Now we should not have anything on the page yet. There won't be anything on that page until we input data, but let's see the browser how it looks like. Now there's nothing here because we have not actually typed anything inside the TD. Now I will put something here which is the serial number, then followed by the names, then followed by the gender, followed by the score, followed by the score, followed by grade. So that's what I typed earlier. Then lastly by remark. Now these are the things I typed before. Remark, scores, then grade, remark. Now this is what I put on the screen before. Now if you take a look at the browser, you will see that the text, they are without a border. They are not inside a table. That is what I mean by that. And we are talking about table here. So to get it inserted into a table, you need to introduce something called an attribute to the table. What is an attribute? Attributes are some other things that you add into a tag, that is inside the opening tag, to achieve more of that tag, to get more results of that tag, to get more function of that tag. Now for us to be able to have this text inside a table, because what we are trying to create here is a table, not a paragraph text. All we need to do is to come back here and add something called attribute, which is border. Then if we go back to check the table, then we will see that it is now inserted inside a border. Inserted inside a border. Now what I need to do next is I want serial number, which is I want here to be number 1. Then I want to assign a name here. I want to assign the gender, the score, the grade, and the remark. Now from here, the first one, what we have here is one row, a single row with how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if you don't understand what I'm saying is this. In every table, we have rows and column. Which one is row? Which one is column? The horizontal division of every table, horizontal division of every table is called a row. ROW, horizontal division. Then the vertical division of the table, which is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is called the column. Actually, this applies to when we are creating database and so on. You understand this better, but even though in Microsoft Excel, this is still the same thing, even though in Microsoft Word, it's still the same thing. The vertical division of the table is called the column. The horizontal division is called the row. So let's continue. Now I want to add more information to that table. So I have a single row with 6 columns. One row, 6 columns. So I want to add another row. So I need to just come after the last one, after the closing tag of this row, and I put another row again, table row. Then inside the table row, I need to create the column, which is the table data. Then under serial number, I want number 1, which is under this particular one, the first one. So this will be underneath the serial number, which is 1. Then I want under this column here, which is names, I want to assign a name here, which is, let's say Johnson, that's my name, Johnson Akins. Then under the gender here, I want to assign something there. Then I will need to create another table data. The gender, I put male. Then under the scores here, I want to create information. I want to add information to that. So I need to create another table data. Score, let's say 60. Let me change this to score. 60. Then under the grade, I want, let's say, credit. Then under remark, which is the column, I want to create underneath that column, I will put still the same table data, then I will put the remark. Let's say good. Now, if I should check my web page now, I should be having 2 rows. 2 rows. This is the first row, and this is the second row. So I should be having 2 rows and 6 columns. Let's go and check. Now you take a look at this. This is the first row, and this is the second row. So I have 2 rows and 6 columns for the table. So if I want to insert more information, all I need to do is to create more rows. Is anybody at the lobby? Okay, nobody's there. So what I need to do here, if I want to add more information underneath these headings, all I need to do is to add more rows. That's all I need to do. Let me add one more before we move to the next thing. All I need to do again is to create another row again, table row. Then here, inside the table row, don't forget, inside the table row, you need to create your table data. That means every row should have table data inside. Then TD, then here under the TD, this will be number 2. Another TD again. Then the name I want there, let's say, let's put Tolani. Let's use Tolani only. Then under the TD again, Tolani, then what should be there? That is female. Then under the next one, the information, which is the score. We have TD again. Then we'll put the score, let's say 70. Then under the TD again, we have the credit, that is the I think the grade rather. So the grade now, let's say credit as well. Then the last one, which is the remark, we have good. Now, from the on our web browser now, on the web page, we should have three columns and six, 3 rows and 6 columns. Sorry, 3 rows and 6 columns now. So we have 1, 2, 3, and we have 6 columns. So this is 3 rows and 6 columns. Now, in a table that we have here now, is it only text that we need to insert inside a table? Can we do other things inside a table? Please pay attention to this. These are the questions many people ask. That table is only meant for text. Now, you can do more with a table. I can add a picture to this table. I can likewise add a link to this table. So I can do so many things with this table. Now, let's say I want this table to actually link to another page. Maybe whenever they click on the credits, then it should take us to another page. All I need to do is this. Before I do that, I will create the page which I want to actually link to. I will create the page. Let's say this page should be, let me give it a name, new.html. New.html, that is the page name. I will just put here, I will say this is a new page. Let me put it inside the p tag. This is a new page. This is I'm busy, please. This is a new page. So now take a look at this. I want to link this. I want to create a link from here to another page inside the table. Don't forget. Sorry, excuse me. I want to link this page, this particular one of the columns here, to another page. All I need to do from here is this. Let's say I want to link the third one, let's say here now, to another page. I will come inside the table data here and I will create a tag, which is this, a tag. Then I will make sure I put the credit inside the tag. Then I will put the credit inside the tag. Then the page where it should be taken to, I will put it here. Hello, please, you are disturbing me here. So please, now let's continue. So if I click on the credit, if I click on the credit, it should actually take us to another page. That's what we're trying to say here. Now the page which I want this thing to take us to, then I'll put the name here, which is new.html. So meaning that this credit, the word credit now has turned to a link whereby if you click from the table, it opens this new one for us. Do you get? Now let's go to the page. Now take a look at this. You will see that the word credit here now has changed to another color, meaning that it has turned to a link, not ordinary text. The message I'm trying to pass across here is this. It is not only text that can be inserted inside a table. You can likewise do what? Put a link inside a table. Also, you can put a picture inside a table. If I should click on this now, it should open another page. This is a new page. I will go back. So, I believe you guys should understand what I'm trying to explain here. A link can be inside a table. Even a picture can be inside a table. Now, before we put a picture, let's see how to create a picture. Before we now come back to this. To add a picture to a web page, all you need to do is to type your image tag like this. Then inside the source, you just add the name of the image. But before you put the image here, ensure the image has been copied to the folder of the project you are working with. Inside this folder now, there is no image. Let me copy an image into this folder so that we can make use of it. Let me get image here. Let me just look for one image to use. Okay. Yes. If you want to display image here now, all you need to do is, firstly, you put the image inside your project folder. Now the image is here now. I've put image here. You see the image to appear. Now this is the image I want to make use of now. So the image must be inside your project folder before you make reference to it. So you go back to your project here. Now under the source, we have the image source here. Then I will put Zuki okay, this is it. That is the name of the image. So if we go to our page here now this is the image we just inserted. Let me make it small. This is the image. So to add image, all you need to do is to do what? So insert image tag, which is this one here, image tag. And the image tag that you have here, you will see the source. Then you put the name of the image here. Now the function of the auth here is to actually put a name that will replace the image in case the image is not image does not refuse to open. Let me put it that way. Like this. Let's say let's say my pics, like this. So in case the image did not open like this, then the name will come in place of the image. Something like this. Let's say the image is not well spelled. Let me just remove the E and let's check again. Now you will see there is something here. Let me increase it. You will see the name here, my pics. The word my pics here now is the word that is actually replacing the image in case there is slow, maybe a downtime in network, or the internet is a bit slow. You always see a name that will actually fill that space up